Hi there, Valerie Shodine here, and today I'm going to show you how I draw this Commonplace Book title page. I'm also going to go over at the end what I include in a contents page and then drawing this title here. Check out the blog post that goes along with this that has helpful tips on how to make your own Commonplace Book, helpful links, supplies, and more. There's a PDF that goes along with this tutorial so you can follow along, and also if you want to experiment with your own doodles on this page and then ideas for your Commonplace Book. Because I've already drawn this twice in two of my Commonplace books, I'm going to demonstrate it in this Archer and Olive notepad that's also the B6 size, just a little bit less than 5 by 7. I'm using a circle template. You could always use a compass as well. And I'm lining it up with the dots and the lines on the template just to make it easier. So this would be the center. And I'm drawing it in pencil first, and then I'll go over it with pen. And I'll go in one, mark that, in one set of dots or square. And then I've already marked where I want it to end here. Okay, so that's my basic shape. To end up with an even number of designs, which is what I want to do every other one for a pattern, I'm going to divide these up into either 6 or 8. Roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so then I can mark this half here and then thirds. No, that's not quite half. And of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. Here's the half line here, here and here, here, here. And then I'm going to, let's see, go down these dots here. And then divide that into thirds. And the same thing here. So this is halfway. And divide this into thirds. And this should give me an even number of sections. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do like a little daisy loop curve here for each one of the sections. Okay, I have an even number of little petals or arches there. And now I'm going to pencil in the title here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Put the my there. And then I'm going to make this one in between the lines. And then 3 under there. So they're pretty evenly spaced. I'm just going to sketch this in really lightly. Now if this is the center, let's see the O. Okay. I'm going to go down 3 squares or 3 dots from here and start my letters so I can fit some design in there. Okay, so I'm just going to start writing really light. Okay, I'm done with this here, and now I'm just going to doodle a little bit here, maybe, let's see, I'll go maybe a little less than I did before, 1.5 squares. That's why the dots are so nice. They can guide you. Okay, I think that's what I need for that. Now I'm going to go in with my 01 fine liner pen and trace around my circle template, lining up the dots. That looks good. And then I'm just going to go around the circle with my loops. Next, I can do this lettering, or I can trace here. Then I'm going to make a little line on the inside. Draw down here and here, dragging my arm and hand down along the side of the paper to make it easier and more accurate. And that was not easy or accurate, but let me do that again. So if that happens, that's okay there. I'm just going to doodle over that so you don't have to worry if that happens with you. Sometimes it's nice to see someone else do it. And I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me to go this way. Do what's easiest for your hand. I'll finish that off tape, but I want to show you this because it's really not going to matter that much when it's all said and done. Okay, got those little lines in. And now I'm just going to write in this 01 size my words. You could also type this out and print it out and then glue it in here if you wanted. It does require a thin nib. Okay, guess I'll do these doodles at the same time. And before I move on to the details, I'm going to do this title. I'm going to use a 05 size. Could have used the same one, but I want it a little bit thicker. Okay. And then I'm going to erase my pencil lines. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to go in here, give myself a little space to move around, go back in with my 01 pen, 01 pen, every other one we're doing with either an arc or this point. And I'm just going to fill mine in with each point being solid. And then each arc, not being solid, crazy. Each arc with lines, like this. Sometimes it's easier to just go around, which is what I usually do with the same pattern. So I'll do all the lines and then all the filling in. So I don't do what I just did over here. Whatever works best for you, of course. Okay, then I'm just going to go around and fill in all of these points with black. So I'm done with that part of it, and now I'm going to just add another arc in the arcs. So just add lines and curves and dots wherever you'd like. Mine turn out different each time. Oh, I did this wrong. I ended up doing this. Okay, so if that happens, which it does, probably because I'm talking, I'm just going to fill them all in. Change my plan. Okay. No worries. Okay, still looks planned. I'm gonna do radiated little circles. Do the same thing I did up here. Okay, that's pretty much it for the fine liner. I may go in with more later, but now I'm going to move on to color with the acrylographs. I decided to use some of the lighter colors from the acrylographs in the Attic Treasure set. They match so well with the Attic Treasure notebooks. I love that. Okay, I'm going to start with my lightest one, I think, here, and just this kind of goldy yellow, and just fill in some of the dots. This is an amber kind of color. And how about here? Okay, now I'm going to do a bit down here. Let's see. There we go. That looks done. For the content or index, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to use one of these acrylographs as the starting point. I already drew it in pencil, trying to center it as best I could. Okay, and then take some of the green. There's two greens here. Okay, it looks mostly dry, so I'm going to go in and try a 303 size. See if that's big enough, and do kind of a drop shadow. It's like, I'm touching it. It may have been a better idea to leave some space in between. The drop shadow is if the sunlight was coming here and casting a little shadow on it. So it's on the right side and the bottom. There. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I could do the same thing on the leaves. I'm wondering though, I have a darker green in here. Just if it will show up. I guess it's not that much darker, but it does show a little bit. Oh, I think I'm going to add some berries. And I have this red out, so why not? Okay, just one more quick thing. This is fine here, but then I thought, well, I may as well take my small pen and just do a drop shadow, even though it's pretty dark, that green, but I like it, and so I thought I would show you. It was an afterthought, which happens a lot. So I'm doing the same thing I did for the letters, and then using these stems. That's what actually motivated me. I thought, oh, I'll just put a little stem there. And of course, one thing led to another. So there's the content title. I wanted to share with you how I organize the content or the index pages. Now, I usually put it at the beginning, or it can be put at the end of your Commonplace book. What I've done here is I list my topic. Most of this book, in fact, all of it so far, except for a couple pages, have to do with my garden. So I put the theme at the top, and then I put, like, I have garden word lists and things like this here. You'll see that I have this written in pencil. All this was written in pencil at first. And then the page numbers, I add page numbers to my journal as I go and just list them here in pencil because it really varies. I have garden quotes on page 5, but also on 26 through 29. So I'll just keep adding pages here. And then when the book is filled, I'll write it over in pen and erase the pencil marks. So that's an in-process Commonplace book, how I do it there. Thought that might be helpful when you do your own content, and if you want to find things. I found that I refer to mine a lot, so it helps to look in the content or the index and find where it is in the book. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks so much for watching. Be blessed as you journal. Bye-bye for now.